of these answers. So our generic rectangle, we did A together.
You want to skip it?
Yeah, if you've got multiple, try to put the lowest number on top. So then for B, we broke up 91 into 90 and 1, 78 into 70 and 8. Guys, the Cecil problem, we hadn't really gotten to. You can do this right now if you need to. If you need to do the Cecil problem, so you can do it right now. What it was asking us to do is try to figure out how to get across this tightrope. But here's the thing that I don't think some of us realized, which is okay, but like you can ask, right? Totally fine if you didn't know, because we didn't get to this yesterday. Cecil can go past where he's supposed to. So just like the floats and anchors for the submarine, if I start out with a move of 3, and then I do a move of 4, where am I now? 7. I'm past my target. How could I get back to my target? Emery?
By minusing 1. I didn't know you were allowed to.
But I can't subtract. Because I can't go back in time. Cecil can't undo. He can't like go back in time. What else could we do?
Move back.
But I need to add
Add negative 1.
negative.
I still don't get it.
So imagine I'm Cecil, which we need to make a new name for Cecil. Here's my tightrope, which actually, like, if we have time still, I'll show you a video of slacklining. I actually like do slackline sometimes. I can't bring it to school. I've asked. It's too dangerous. So if I make a move of 3, and I'm trying to get to 6, but I get myself all like, way too excited, and I go past my target. Now I'm at 7. How can I get back to 6?
Oh.
I need to go 1, the opposite direction, which when we're talking positives, negatives, that's a negative. Now, you could have gotten there using just positives if you realized I can use the same move multiple times. So if you go 3 plus 3, you could have got to 6. If you go 4 plus 1 plus 1, could have got to 6. 8, you could have just gone 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2.
You can do
How many people? You could mean 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Yeah.
Right?
So multiple ways. Guys, there's like infinite ways to do that. Yours does not need to match mine. There's literally like unlimited different combinations. Simplify to find the sum. Guys, this just means do the math. What I would encourage you to do is group up positives, group up negatives, and then put them together. Our number lines, I'm not going slow because we're Emery.
I need help with C and D.
I doubt you actually need help. So if we group up the positives, I bet you could add 7 plus 3 plus 2. And then remember that adding a negative is the same thing as subtraction. If you want to call it subtraction, like the video just said, subtraction is really adding negatives. So what happens then if I have $12 and I give away 4 or spend 4, like whatever you want to say to represent going down?
8.
Right, 8. Same thing with D. Add up your positives first, then deal with your negative. Done?
Like I had like a different math equation to
Oh,
like
that's
the same
fine.
answer.
Yeah, if you get to the same answer, you're totally good. Guys, there's multiple ways to do math, right? Always multiple ways. Say,
The way that I do it is just I keep simplifying down.
yeah, there are multiple ways to do it. Whatever works for you guys. Whatever. You don't have to do things exactly like I do. Our number lines, we got to remember how to scale those. So if this is wrong on your paper, you probably need to check your scaling notes, like your number line scaling notes. And then if you're told to go to -3, 5, well, that's really left 3, up 5. Did I forget to give you the graph?
No, it's on there. It's on there.
Did I add it now? Okay, so I went back and fixed it last year. Okay, so obviously some answers that you can't check because I didn't do it. And then mean, add them all up, divide by how many you have. Median is the middle. We'll see if I can get my computer to stop jumping.
Wait, why did you get 28.3? I don't understand.
because there are 9 numbers, you have to include the 0 as one of your numbers.
Yeah, I did, and I
So
didn't.
double check your sum. Double check what you divided by. Am I wrong? Like, did everybody not get my answer, or Jane, what'd you get?
I got 20.
Okay, so I'm slightly confident that that is the answer.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you're right. I'm just confused.
No, I'm not sure I'm right. So let's not say that, because I make mistakes. But if we add up all those numbers, like double check your math.
Yeah.
You probably just did something wrong in the calculator.
I got 25 divided by 9, but I got
25. Should be 250.
sorry, that's what I meant to say. But I got 25 instead.
Double check it in your calculator again. It was probably just a calculator mistake.
Okay.
All right, whatever is done, turn in, please. So I'll put this slide up again, and then you need your 211 from yesterday. You need your 211 from yesterday.
I don't know, Mr. McKinney.
So I'm like gonna wait a minute while people turn papers in, so I give you time. So I should see people moving, or I'm real concerned that we didn't do our homework. And then the graph paper from yesterday should have a header.
Is there another calculator I can use?
Is there another calculator? I mean, there's a lot of calculators.
I usually use the one on my watch, because that's just one.
Just by the way, that's recording and on and.
I kept doing 225.
Yeah, your brain just got goofed up. You were just typing it wrong. So your graph paper from yesterday, hopefully maybe you have it. Let's see how many people. Oh, by the way, Khan Academy. I forgot to mention that in my other announcements. We'll do Khan Academy at Forum today.
I already know we're not winning.
Well, you don't know that. We haven't checked it for a couple days. Guys, it would really not be that difficult for you guys to make a lot of progress. All you need to do is all of you decide, hey, we're all gonna put in some effort. And the funny thing is, the 7-8 class had Khan Academy actually as homework. They're not winning. The other Math 7 is currently winning. They just have decided, for whatever reason, that they wanted to do work in Khan, and they're like in ring 7 now. You can catch up. Ring 7's not that far away, but people have to decide they want to actually do some Khan Academy work and practice their math. So yesterday we did this, but I want you and your teammate to come back up to this 2/3. Let's try to convert that into a decimal. Right, let's try to convert that into a decimal. See what you figure out. Like, you can follow the same process we sort of took yesterday. I wish I hadn't made that mistake.
Girl for 3 days and you forget your math teacher's name?
Yeah.
I mean, it happens, Hudson.
I don't. What did it actually just do?
Bethany, we did notes. You can get out some graph paper.
Oh, Bethany, you don't have this. I will probably just make you a Xerox copy of mine, or you can try to copy this down real quick. We're now going to start trying to keep like a decent set of graph paper notes in our binder. So then we divided up some cheese sticks, which I could probably give you. I can give you these. But you probably want to make one with a header on it for yourself. So then we talked about how if we divided up 13 cheese sticks to 5 people, we'd get 2 3/5. But to talk about that as a decimal, we actually have to convert it to tenths. And I should have really written 2.6 out here. But then back here, and I was kind of rotating my paper as I went. This, I think, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, this you could split into your 2/3 if you want, and shade 2 of them to show the 2 out of 3. And then your 3/4, I was kind of trying to cover up paper, so sorry this turns. Or I can make you a Xerox copy of mine. But either way, you can have this.
Is it solvable?
3, 3, 1, 3, repeat it.
Sophia, what?
This is solvable.
What do you mean?
2/3.
What do you mean, is it solvable?
Is there an answer? Yes.
Well, there's definitely an answer. 2/3, 2 out of 3, definitely has a decimal, definitely has a percent. But I think what you're wondering is it nice? So guys, reminder, if we long divide, I'm not saying you have to, if we long divide, ask yourself which of these numbers goes inside of the division symbol. It'd be the 2. The 2 goes inside. The 3 goes outside because it is 2 divided by 3. We're trying to split up the 2. And we start putting decimals out here because very quickly, like we did with the cheese sticks yesterday, we got to start cutting into smaller pieces. So if I have 2 of something and I'm trying to give it to 3 people, let's say I have these 2 like granola bar things. I got these 2 granola bars. I'm going to share them with Kamal and Eli. Do each of us get a whole granola bar? No. We're each going to get less than 1. So if we start the long division, we start with 0. Right? And then, if you remember, we would have dropped down 20. So how many times can 3 fit into 20? You can count on your fingers if you need. How many times can 3 fit into 20? 6. What is that? 18, right? Subtract, drop down the 0. Wait a minute. How many times can 3 fit into 20? Who what? Who said what?
It's an infinite loop.
Say it louder, Donna.
It's an infinite loop.
So you don't want me to keep going because I'm stuck in like an infinite loop? So what could I do instead? Instead of continuing... Yeah, I don't like leaving just 3 6s because that's like the sign of the devil, apparently. I don't know. My grandma was super religious and always said that was a bad number. So I'm going to put a 4th 6 here and put a bar above it. Anyone know the name of this? Yeah, it's the repeating bar, but its technical name...
It's called repetitive.
Repetend. Yeah, Sophie actually pronounced it right. But yeah, repetend. So guys... This is how we show, this is going to repeat forever. Just, are you about to ask about the homework question?
No.
Okay, hang on then. Just like on your homework, guys, I got some people not paying attention, and now is when I would like you to come back on your 2-1-1 from yesterday. Not all of these will be nice. Notice how it's asking which of them will have repeating decimals. So guys, this is where you need to, in your notes, we need to make a note here that this is repeating. If we get stuck in that infinite loop like Donna talked about, it is a repeating decimal. You either have to use that repetend bar. Hey, where's your guys? You got your graph paper. Where's your graph paper? Can you stop doing your homework and you do the 2 class with me? Do you need to sit closer so I can let you manage what you're doing? Because we're all doing this together when you're working on your homework. You need to write down repeating decimals. Guys, I know that realistically I can't make you do anything, but if you choose not to do this and then you come ask me for help, I'm the honest person that says, I told you to write this down, you chose not to. So if this is a repeating decimal, which by the way, if you want to make the note, the percent here would be 66.6 repeating percent. Down here, if it's not repeating, what do you think we call it when it stops? This is telling me who has looked at their homework or not yet.
Oh, yeah.
It asked about repeating or... Anyone remember the word? No, now you're just guessing. Repeating or... Terminating. So when your decimal stops, we call that terminating. Guys, that's why Terminex, like the bug company, the Terminator, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger, although that movie's really old now.
It's a good movie though.
It is a good movie, though. And now, honestly, they're making a new one, apparently, that involves, like, AI, like, New World AI.
That makes sense.
When's that one supposed to come out?
I have no idea, because they stopped, what I heard, check this before you actually believe me, but what I heard was they stopped production because something like it was getting too real and it was kind of like too scary, or something like he got upset about the direction it was going. I forget what happened, but yeah, they stopped production for a little bit. 1/7. I want you to take a moment to try to practice long division. So this would be a great on your graph paper, right? So I'm gonna flip because there's no space left on here. So let's all write out 1/7. And guys, this is probably like the only time I'm gonna ask you to do long division, just to make sure we remember how it works. We put the 1 inside, make your division symbol. We put the 7 outside, decimal, and we start some zeros. All right, time for random cards. You're welcome to pass, but that is going to make me nervous that we don't remember how to long divide. Carolina, how many times, or how many 7s can go into 1? 0. So then, not here. Arfon, what do I do next? If I got a 0 here, it's okay if you don't remember. This is why we're doing this together. Do you need to pass?
Yeah.
Bethany, what do I do next? We said 7 can't go into 1, so we put a 0 up here.
7 goes into 10.
Yeah, now we look at 10, right? So how many times can 7 go into 10?
1.
And now we're acting like this is 10. So we subtract 7 from it, and we get what? Every time we've done the subtraction, we also do what, Sophia? We did the subtraction. What else do I do? Bring down a 0. How many times does 7 go into 30? 7, 14, 21.
5, 4.
4, right? Guys, count on your fingers if you need. 7, 14, 21, 28. So that's the subtraction we're going to do. After the subtraction, what do we always do after we subtract?
Bring down.
Bring down a 0. Keep going.
6.
What do you think? Is this going to terminate or is this going to repeat?
It's gonna
What are you doing with the calculator back here?
Oh,
What are you doing?
oh,
Get out of here.
oh.
I'm abusing you today. We're doing long division. Cruel and unusual punishment. Being asked to long divide.
I actually don't mind it.
Guys, I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm just hoping I have enough time to do it. Math has some really cool things that happens. Hey, without long dividing, I bet I can tell you the rest of these numbers.
Okay.
Correct.
And I promise you it is not written down anywhere up here. This doesn't even stop there. Then it turns into this.
It's a pattern.
I saw that on one of our homeworks last night.
Now hold on, I need to remind you of something very disappointing.
What?
Your calculator is stupid.
I know.
Guys, your calculator is stupid. I'm gonna say this a lot of times this year. 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. 1, 4, 2. This 9 is a lie. Remember, this is why I got mad that you were using your calculator. Your calculator is stupid. It's gonna lie to you. This actually repeats this entire set of 6 numbers.
Do that because it doesn't have a.
Doesn't have enough screen. Yeah. Now, watch. You don't have to write these down, but, like, I think they're really cool. And I bet once we do a couple of these, you'll be able to figure out the pattern.
It did that on.
Hey, watch.
1, 2, 8, 5, 7.
14, 28, 57. 14, 28, 57. 2 sevenths.
I'll be done this recording.
What's oh, we did this?
Yeah, we did.
Ah, dang. Okay, so what number comes next?
2, 8,
Yeah.
7, 1, 4.
So we don't need to write all these down if we did this before. I couldn't remember if it was this class or the other class. So what would we call this then? Repeating or terminating? Repeating. All division by 7. All division by 7. Unless it's like, 7 divided by 7 or 14 divided by 7. So, repeating decimals, division by 7 for sure repeats. Anything else people have figured out repeats when you divide?
5 by 9?
Let's try it. 5 divided by 9. 6 divided by 9. 8 divided by 9. 4 divided by 9. Does it seem like dividing by 9 repeats?
Yeah.
And actually, the rule for this we talked about is it repeats the number on top.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, your calculator's stupid. So, repeating decimal also division by 9.
Be done that too.
But there's another one. Division by 11.
Oh, yeah.
Check this out. 3 divided by 11. 27, 27, 27, 27. 4 divided by 11. 36, 36, 36, 36.
What?
5 divided by 11. Anyone want to make a prediction? Safe.
46, 46, 46.
You're close.
47.
45.
49.
How can you get from 3 to 27?
Yeah.
Times
9.
times 9. How do you get from 4 to 36?
Times 9.
What's 5 times 9?
45.
45.
What's 6 times 9?
54.
What's 8 times 9? 72.
63.
So guys, division by 11, division by 9, division by 7. All of these create repeating decimal patterns. And unfortunately, because it's Friday, that's all the time I got. So have a wonderful day and a great weekend.